From sixth man to system, James Harden's career has been a parade of star pairings and near misses. He has played with MVPs, All-NBA Titans, and playoff assassins. But among all those duos, which one actually worked? Today we are counting Harden's top 10 teammate duos, the ones that clicked, the ones that broke, and the few that nearly got it all. Chemistry, deep playoff runs, and who really had a shot at the crown. Here is the Sports Stars recap. We ranked these pairings according to fit, postseason achievement, sample size, and whether the team may have won it all. Watch the complete countdown and post your top 3 Harden duos in the comments. Let's start number 10, Tyrese Maxey times Harden, 76ers. Playing together for the Philadelphia 76ers during the 2022-2023 season, Tyrese Maxey and James Harden combined 2 different playoff runs. The 2023 Eastern Conference semifinals, in which the Sixers lost to the Boston Celtics in a close 7-game fight, was their ultimate trip. During that time, Maxey had a breakthrough year. He averaged approximately 20.3 points per game in the 2022-2023 regular season, converted over 43% of his three-point shots, and played about 33 to 34 minutes per game. Over 11 games in the 2023 playoffs, he averaged almost 20.5 points per game and shot about 40% from 3, even under double teams and tough defense. The way Maxey quickly attacked the basket or took catch-and-shoot threes worked well with Harden's pick-and-roll setups. Harden drew defenders in, which gave Maxey open space to drive or shoot. Together, they used drag screens and spacing to make the offense run smoothly, especially when defenders were slow to rotate or guard the corners. Number 9. Kawhi Leonard times Harden, Clippers. The Clippers went 66-32 in games played in the 2023-24 season with both James Harden and Kawhi Leonard present. It seemed a pairing created to win on paper. Harden brought design, spacing, and creativity. Strength, defense, and precise mid-range scoring came from Kawhi. It worked when they shared the floor, especially in half-court sets when Kawhi worked from the elbows and Harden coordinated pick-and-rolls with shooters spread widely. Their biggest playoff test came in 2025 during the first round against Denver. In Game 7, where the Clippers lost 120-101, Kawhi had his best performance, shooting 15 of 19 and scoring 155 points, 39 points. Harden had 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 20 points, all of which came in the first half. That performance showed how dangerous they could be when fully focused. Injuries kept them back, though. A knee injury kept Kawhi sidelined for some of the 2024 playoffs, and their chemistry suffered every time the rotation shifted. In 6 games in the first round of 2024, they were defeated by Dallas. Number 8. Eric Gordon times Harden, Rockets. From 2016 to 2020, when Eric Gordon joined James Harden in Houston, he perfectly met the needs of the Rockets. With almost 36% from 3, Gordon averaged 18 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in the 2017-18 season. Particularly in the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors, his role grew very large in the 2018 playoffs. Coming off the bench in Game 5, Gordon scored 24 points and clinched the victory with a late steal, putting Houston ahead 3-2 in the series. Gordon's shooting ability drove defensive players out to the outside. Therefore, their pairing functioned. That left Harden more room to drive, attack, and create. Gordon's catch-and-shoot skill punished defenses that tried to trap or reject Harden. Following a kickout, he might also lay the ball on the ground and score inside, thereby making defenses pay for leaving him open. Despite Harden averaging about 29 points in that series, Houston lost Game 7. They came near, but never got past the hump. Number 7. Clint Capella times Harden, Rockets. Between 2014 and 2019, James Harden and Clint Capella formed one of the most reliable inside-out partnerships in the NBA. Capella averaged 12.7 rebounds per game in the 2018-19 season and 13.8 the following season, completing over 62% of his shots. His style was simple but highly effective, with most of his points coming from around the rim. Harden created mismatches in pick and rolls by pulling defenders with his dribble moves and setting the table. With lobs, putbacks, and attacking boards, Capella forced defenses to decide between staying on Harden or allowing simple dunks. In 2018, the Rockets pushed Golden State to 7 games in the Western Conference Finals, their best run. While playing just under 30 minutes per night, Capella averaged 11.6 rebounds over that playoff run. Shot almost 65% in the 2017-18 regular season, he averaged 14 points a game and dominated the glass. Harden's drives were more difficult to guard thanks to his vertical spacing and open shooters in the corners, but Houston's ceiling slammed the Warriors' dynasty, even with the chemistry, and their chance at a finals faded in Game 7. Number 6. Kyrie Irving times Harden, Nets. Immediately forming one of the most dangerous backcourts in the league, Kyrie Irving and James Harden teamed up on the Brooklyn Nets in 2021. Their postseason test came in the Eastern Conference semifinals versus the Milwaukee Bucks, a series that stretched the distance. Injuries altered everything, however. Just 43 seconds into Game 1, Harden pulled his hamstring and was sidelined for several games. Kyrie then hurt his ankle on a drive in Game 4 and was out for the balance of the series. Their chemistry was obvious whenever they were both on the court. Kyrie's capacity to score at all three levels, beating defenders off the dribble, pulling up from mid-range, or finishing at the rim, complemented Harden's main role as the playmaker. With his pick-and-roll rhythm and passing ability, Harden directed the offense, always luring extra defenders and locating free shooters. Their pace and spacing created some real difficulties for Milwaukee. Still, the momentum never entirely recovered. In Game 7 overtime, Brooklyn fell as Kevin Durant's foot barely on the line erased a series-clinching three. Their dream of success fell just inches short. Now let's see how well you remember some of these duos. Question 1. Which Harden duo weaponized the empty corner PNR best? A. Kyrie Irving times Harden, Nets. B. Russell Westbrook times Harden, Rockets. C. Chris Paul times Harden, Rockets. D. Tyrese Maxey times Harden, 76ers. You've got 10 seconds to think about it. The correct answer is D. Maxey times Harden. Question 2. Which duo weaponized the mid-post elbow the best? A. Harden times Embiid, 76ers. B. Harden times Kawhi, Clippers. C. Harden times Durant, Nets. D. Harden times Maxey, 76ers. You've got 10 seconds to think about it. The correct answer is B. Harden times Kawhi, Clippers. Number 5. Dwight Howard times Harden, Rockets. Dwight Howard and James Harden gave the Rockets a strong inside-out combination from 2013 to 2016 that every defense had to be concerned with. In Houston, Howard averaged nearly 12 rebounds and about 2 blocks per game, finishing around 60% of his shots at the rim. After dealing with knee problems in 2015, Howard helped lead the Rockets to the Western Conference Finals. Over 17 games, Harden averaged 27 points and 7.5 assists, and Howard collected 14 rebounds and swatted more than 2 shots per game. That playoff run demonstrated their peak. Their cooperation was successful because Harden pulled several defenders toward him with his drives and pick-and-roll action to shatter defenses. Howard took advantage by catching lobs, dominating the boards, and scoring easy baskets near the rim. Still, their success had limits. Houston lost to Portland in 2014 on Damian Lillard's legendary buzzer beater. Golden State kicked them early in 2016. Howard's supremacy was obvious, but Houston was unable to adapt when teams spread the floor and cut off paint touches. Number 4. Russell Westbrook times Harden, OKC Rockets Clippers. With a combined 61.7 points per game, James Harden and Russell Westbrook were the highest scoring pair in the league in 2020. Their chemistry went back to Oklahoma City, where they debuted as young stars reaching the 2012 NBA Finals. While Harden contributed 16.8 points off the bench in that playoff run, Westbrook averaged 23.1 points and nearly 6 assists. They tried to capture that connection in a fresh manner in Houston. The Rockets committed fully to small ball, removing their center from the lineup and relying entirely on spacing and chances to drive. While Westbrook consistently drove to the rim with no shot blocker waiting within, Harden sometimes worked off the ball. That season, Westbrook shot 47% and averaged 27.2 points and 7 assists, making his most efficient scoring season in years. In the opening round, the Rockets survived a 7-game battle against OKC, but they ran into the size of the Lakers in the Western semis and lost in 5. The experiment had moments of brilliance but lacked stability. The pattern persisted even when they met in 2024 with the Clippers, explosive but erratic and unable to go beyond the first round. Number 3. Joel Embiid times Harden, 76ers. Giving the Sixers their most complete roster in years, Joel Embiid and James Harden teamed up in Philadelphia for the 2022-2023 season. With Embiid, Harden averaged 18.3 points, 8.6 assists, and 6.0 rebounds across 19 playoff games. The team finished 54-28, their best record since 2001. They built chemistry using plays like the pick and roll and high-low actions. Harden had great timing, drawing defenders and slipping passes to Embiid either under the basket or in the mid-range when defenses backed off. Embiid shot about 60% from 15 to 19 feet and turned tough looks into reliable offense. While Embiid forced double teams, Harden dictated speed, producing a consistent flow of free throws and clear mid-range attempts. Against Boston in the 2023 East semifinals, a series going to Game 7, their peak was achieved. Embiid and Harden kept Philly in it, but the run ended with 51 points by Jason Tatum. When they were at their best, they created a major problem for opposing defenses. What they lacked was consistency. Number 2, Kevin Durant times Harden, Thunder, Nets. Kevin Durant and James Harden averaged a total of 52.7 points per game in the 2021 playoffs. It brought back memories of Oklahoma City 10 years ago. They got to the NBA Finals with the Thunder in 2012. With 30.6 points per game on more than 54% shooting in that series, Durant topped the squad. Harden, still coming off the bench at that time, added 12.4 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. 5 games to LeBron's Miami Heat, they lost, but the plan was evident. Durant scored at will, Harden controlled the pace. Brooklyn attempted years later to replicate that recipe. They met the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference semifinals of 2021. Averaging 35.4 points over the 7-game series, Durant was at his prime. Nursing a hamstring injury, Harden came back following missing games 2 and 3 but was quite limited. Often as a facilitator, he still played major minutes and helped Brooklyn almost win the series. Durant's foot was just over the line when he hit what would have been the game winner in overtime, and Brooklyn lost Game 7. Their strength was balance. Harden slowed the pace, picked apart defenses, and delivered perfect passes. Durant thrived whenever defenders hesitated. But health problems always got in the way. Number 1, Chris Paul times Harden, Rockets. From 2017 to 2019, Chris Paul and James Harden played together in Houston. Their 2018 season came closest to breaking through, but the Rockets lost 101-92. Their shooting hurt them most. They missed 27 consecutive three-point tries in the second half, establishing a playoff record. Paul helped lead Houston to a 98-94 triumph in Game 5, but late in that game, he injured his right hamstring. Before the injury sidelined him, Paul racked up 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Although he played through pain earlier in the series, Houston suffered in Games 6 and 7 as a result of this injury. Without him, they lost. Their chemistry gave Harden and Paul strength as a duo. Paul ran the offense when Harden rested, and in clutch moments. Harden hunted matchups, conserved energy, and changed gears. Sometimes explosive, sometimes calm. Their offense stretched defenses with high pick and rolls, isolation plays, and off-ball movement. When everything was working, their attack was precise and hard to stop. But when Paul's injury confined him, Houston's three-point shooting stopped. Their title chances also froze. Let's see how well you know Harden's teammates, starting with this one. Question 3. Whose pairing turned live ball steals boards into points the fastest? A. Harden times Russell Westbrook, Rockets. B. Harden times Tyrese Maxey, 76ers. C. Harden times Kyrie Irving, Nets. D. Harden times Eric Gordon, Rockets. You've got 10 seconds to think about it. The correct answer is A. Harden times Russell Westbrook, Rockets. Question 4. Which duo created the most clean corner threes for role players? A. Harden times Kevin Durant, Nets. B. Harden times Joel Embiid, 76ers. C. Harden times Chris Paul, Rockets. D. Harden times Kawhi Leonard, Clippers. You've got 10 seconds to think about it. The correct answer is C. Harden times Chris Paul, Rockets. The numbers say Capella was the steadiest dance partner. The eye test says CP3 took Houston to the brink. KD had the highest ceiling. Health slammed the door. Through it all, Harden's still hunting that ring. Which duo did we underrate? Drop your top 3 below. Smash like if you love hoop X's and O's, and subscribe Sports Stars Recap for more deep dive countdowns.